So today we are going to prepare an absolute professional and easy recipe of ras malai. There you go. Can you see how creamy it looks? I promise this will taste better than a chef's recipe. So first of all, we're using 3 liters of milk, out of which 2 will be used to make the gullas. So pour the 2 liters of milk in a large vessel which will be curdled further. The solid part of the curdled milk is called chhena. 2 liters of milk for chhena is a pretty ample amount. You can go for 1 liter as well. Just make sure the amount of milk for the malai should be half as that for the gullas. A minimum of 30 ras malais can be easily made out of 2 liters of milk. The recipes for rasgullas and ras malai are the same, except for the part where you squeeze the sugar syrup off the gullas and soak them in malai. So now we'll heat these 2 liters of milk till one boil. Once done, let the milk sit and cool off. Should be as cool so you can harmlessly dip a finger in it. So now to curdle the milk, we'll be using vinegar. Lemon juice will do too. I'm using vinegar here. So take up half a bowl of vinegar or lemon juice and mix the same amount of water in it. We'll be needing a sieve or channi, a cloth and a vessel for filtration. Pour this mixture in the milk step by step and stir till the fluid and solids of the milk are separated. Now, as to avoid the malais to be rubbery and hard, they need to be given ice chocks. So we'll put some ice in it. This will ensure the softness of the gullas. As you see, I'm filtering the chhena with a sieve or channi covered with a cloth placed on a vessel. Now to get rid of the vinegar taste from the chhena, we will wash it thoroughly with water. Make sure all of the chhena is washed properly. Now the chhena has to be made absolutely dry so it can absorb the malai. To do so, you can wrap the chhena up in the cloth and squeeze all the water out as I am doing here. Hold and press the wrap firm in your fist to make sure the chhena is completely soaked out. You can even let the wrap hang for hours for the water to drip as is done in making Shrikhand. Now I'll be using the rest of the milk for making malai. I'm pouring the 1 liter of milk in a new vessel. Remember that the milk you use for the gullas must be toned. If it's not, make sure you remove all the cream from the milk before using it. So after boiling the milk, we'll be adding a little kesar, the link for which will be shared below. This is pure kesar, which will impart a strong color to the milk. The link to buy this original kesar from Amazon will be shared below. Next, we'll add a bit of cardamom or shahi ilaichi, the link of which will also be shared below. Some almonds and pistachios next. They will not only improve the taste, but the pistachios too impart slight color to the milk. After about 10 minutes of heating, add some sugar taste-wise and heat the milk some more for the sugar to dissolve. Now ensure that the milk is thin enough so the gullas can easily be soaked in it. As you can see, the malai is set and looks delicious. One of the advantages of using good quality ingredients is that the dish not only tastes good but looks wonderful as well. Now keeping this aside, let's prepare the gullas. Take the dry chhena and knead it properly to make it uniform. Corn flour too may be used in the chhena. There may be some water left, but my chhena here is totally dry. It is easier to knead the chhena if it is dry. This is how it should be done. I have used a bit of corn flour here. Arrowroot can also be used. If you plan to have this dish while you're fasting, there's no need to add anything in the chhena. Once the chhena is kneaded to be uniform, mold it into small pieces. Your choice decides the shape. Make sure the gullas do not get cracked. Now to make the sugar syrup, take a bowl full of sugar and some water and heat them on a medium to high flame in a vessel till one boil. Now I'll add some elaichi to the syrup. After this, you can see this whole big gang of gullas ready to be soaked. I'll be adding these one by one into the boiling sugar syrup. Now you remember to take a vessel large enough to fit all the gullas spaciously, since they will swell up to twice their size after 7 to 8 minutes of soaking up in the syrup. Now after 7 to 8 minutes, you'll see. So as you can see, they've swollen up and look so juicy and delicious. I can feel my mouth watering. Now again, we let the syrup cool down and give the gullas the ice shock for them to be soft. Place them one by one and avoid their crowding so that there shouldn't be any breaking of the gullas. After about 10 to 12 minutes, they'll be completely ready. Now if you want to devour on some yummy rasgullas, here you are. But if you want ras malai, you take the gullas and squeeze the syrup out of them completely. Now place them in the malai and leave them there for about 4 to 5 hours. As mentioned earlier, the malai should be thin enough for the gullas to be completely absorbed in it. So here after 4 to 5 hours, your ras malai is ready to be served. Do try the recipe at home and tell us if you like it. Do subscribe the channel if this video helped you. Thank you.